Good afternoon, everybody. We are back with another episode of the Hail Call. I'm joined this week with Matt and Corey. Last weekend, we had probably kind of the kickoff to the contest calling season. We had Bill Daniels' contest down in Lake Arthur, Louisiana. So we're going to quick go over some of those contest results. We also have one of the biggest contests of the year coming up this weekend, which is Divebomb, which is now kind of relocated in Hazelwood, Missouri, which is kind of a suburb of St. Louis, at the new Divebomb headquarters. And here coming up in the next few weeks, it's going to be kind of contests popping off, nearly every weekend through about September, at least up here. And the farther south you go, kind of the later they drag on. But Matt, you said that you have, the contest results after I saw them from Bill's contest, pretty straightforward. It was kind of the Hayden Richard show.
It was.
Yeah, he kind of put on a little bit of a clinic down there, which is, not really a surprise. Hayden's obviously a great caller, and is pretty universal in both duck calling and speckle belly and snow goose and all of that. So no surprise to see him do well. So Matt, you have like the full results, but we can kind of keep it pretty simple for the world, for like the world Mallard meet. Hayden Richard, first place. For the World Speckle Belly Championship, Hayden Richard, first place. The World Snow Goose Calling Championship, Hayden Richard, first place. He also won a regional. What was the name of the regional that he won?
He won the Acadiana regional. I believe that's how it's pronounced. They had two there, so he won that one, and then Seth Roussel won the Gulf Coast. So both of them will get their bid to Stuttgart.
Awesome. And then is it two junior contests, or they have a couple different junior contests?
Yeah, they had
well?
two. They had the junior Mallard meet and the junior spec. Both of those were won by Preston Payton. Is it Payton or Patton?
Potan.
Patton. Okay. Well, neither of those, but yeah, he won both of those.
Yeah, it sounded like it was a good time. Dan Alt was down there. I was talking to him the other night when we were playing some Fortnite. He said they went out and in 11 minutes they caught 75 bullfrogs.
Jeez.
Like
Dan didn't do
that's
Dan didn't do
crazy.
Dan didn't do too bad. Dan took second to Hayden in the snow and the spec contest.
Yep. Yeah, it sounded like he was within like a point or two.
Hmm.
So, yeah, a lot of good callers down there. I'm pretty sure they had a good turnout. Sounded like from the looks of it, they had some great food. I'm kind of jealous about one of the big driving factors I'd have to go down there.
Yeah, I think I talked to Bill today or yesterday. He said that I think he had like 13 or so in each regional.
That's really good.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
said he said that
for now. I mean, yeah,
yeah, and he said
that's a
he
lot.
said yeah, he said the duck contests did pretty well. Would like to see a little bit more in the snow and the spec contests, but I guess that kind of is what it is. It's just so region based, I guess, and
Hmm.
you don't you have a small group of people that even call those birds, and then shrink that down even more to people that compete in calling that. So
Now, Corey, you spend a lot more time like down south, like in Arkansas and in areas where speckle bellies kind of frequent. What would you say like the curve is, like the skill curve that you're seeing and hearing? Like obviously we don't have a lot of people in Minnesota. Like some people have spec calls in the off chance you maybe see one somewhere, but nobody's going out spec hunting.
Right.
From the level that you see your average speckle belly caller to like people that are good enough to compete, like how would you describe that? Because I have a feeling from what I have seen and heard, not that I see as much as you, it seems like there's a lot of people that attempt to blow speckle belly calls, and the people that are like proficient on speckle belly calls are like exponentially higher.
Yeah, it's
Is that
definitely
does that
different.
make sense?
It's definitely, I would say, and this is probably gonna piss off a lot of people, but it's not the first time. I would say spec calling is probably more technical than goose calling.
Canada goose calling.
Yeah. I mean, I feel
So
like your
there's
average guy
yeah.
could blow in a meat contest, you know, and sign up and, compete and make the first round. But I feel like a lot of your average spec callers, whether you're in Arkansas or Louisiana or Mississippi or, West Texas, to go to and compete against guys, like Hayden or, Nick Potan back in the day, John Chasson, all those guys would just crucify them.
Well, so yeah, and kind of a way to describe it, if it didn't make sense before, is I would say your average duck caller in the United States is a lot closer to a professional duck caller
Right.
than your average speckle belly caller is to somebody who's good enough to compete.
Yeah, I agree, because what's crazy about the spec calling and just the spec hunting in general now, it's becoming like this big craze,
More
especially in
commercialized.
Arkansas. You go from Northeast Arkansas all the way down, everyone is a spec guide, and everyone is, 20, 30, 40 dozen spec decoys in Arkansas with 30, 40, 50 guns, and they're running spec hunts, which back in the day, I mean, no one dicked with them because they were duck hunting.
Yeah, they were
And
just
so,
there.
yeah, they were just there.
If
And
some
so,
flew over low enough, you shot
yeah,
it. Maybe a couple people would call at them.
but like the backbone and the history of speckle belly hunting and calling is from Louisiana. And those guys down there, I feel, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of good spec callers across the country, but you get down there with those guys, I mean, they eat shit and breathe them freaking black geese, and they are unbelievable on those calls and what they do. I mean, yeah, listening to Robbie and Hunter and you and Wade and whoever else, John Walls and Kyle Jones on the Canada Goose calling, that's some unbelievable shit. But when you truly sit and listen to guys that can operate a spec call and do the shit that they do, man, it's unbelievably tough.
Do you think a lot of that is simply because that's what they do, that's what they have, so
Yeah.
they're hearing it a lot more, they're
Yeah, I mean,
exposed
they're
to those
around
Thousand
them and
sounds?
percent.
they live with them. Yeah,
1000%.
they
Yeah.
live with them. I
Because
mean, it's just,
I would say, like, and not to discredit this, and I know, like, me and Dan Alt had some conversations about it, and I definitely don't disagree that speckle belly is a lot more intricate than what it maybe looks or sounds like on paper. If
right.
that makes sense, like, you hear speckle belly calling and you kind of hear it for a lot more face value, but when you start hearing the more intricacies and the way they kind of roll some stuff
Well, yeah, the
over, and
sounds that they make in the field,
is
like it's just,
is way different. Where like a Canada goose, I think, and a lot of that is, I think it's marketed a lot more. There's been a lot more attention to Canada goose calling, so like naming of the notes. We kind of touched
yeah,
base on that, talking like with Bill about, like, just different sequences and stuff. Like, you could name 30 different Canada goose notes. I mean, when Trinan came out with Bad Grammar, he had 2 CDs of
yeah,
notes, and he was just making stuff up, but the sounds were there. And I think, like, with speckle belly hunting, there just isn't that. There just, like, isn't that product. You know what I mean? There isn't.
right.
People aren't breaking it down quite as much, and if they are, it's a considerably more niche thing, to where most people just aren't exposed to it to really know. The first time
Yeah,
I ever heard anything was, I mentioned it in a previous podcast, asking Hayden when he was up at Presley's. I was like, what are these guys doing? Like, when I heard a first speckle belly contest, I was like, well, this doesn't seem like it would be that hard to compete in, because it just sounds like the same 4 different notes or sequences, just with different inflections and different
right.
intensity at different times. And then, he's like, oh, now he's going to do a spook. I didn't like a spook. It should have came up more. And I was like, what the hell is a spook? Like, the comeback. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So yeah, I would agree. I think that there's a lot more to speckle belly calling. No, I don't hear them that much. I hear them in the spring, but we're not sitting down next to them listening to them on a refuge, where they're close
right.
by, where, like, you go to the park, you can hear Canada's. So, and specs are a lot more wary too. Like, for the most
Oh,
part,
yeah,
you're not going to a park and having specs that you're feeding with your hand. Maybe somewhere in the country you are, but you know, I think specs are a pretty tough bird to hunt. Like when we go snow goose hunting, that's how we always gauge our hide. If specs are flying over within gun range and you're not hearing
Yep.
as they take off over your
You could
head.
always tell in the springtime too, because like you said, I mean, we're in Arkansas and they'll start coming out and all of a sudden they'll start lifting like 180 yards, 200 yards
Yeah.
away. I'm like,
We need to fix
wonder what those
something.
white bastards are going to do to me now
Yeah.
because if these fucking things aren't coming in,
Right.
it's probably not going to be the greatest morning hunt.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they're so fun though because they key in on calling.
Oh yeah,
I would say more than
they're a
almost
very
any,
responsive
than
bird.
almost any other bird.
Yeah.
Like they pinpoint that sound and like I always have a spec call in the spring because it's just kind of fun to screw around with them. But and sometimes if you can get the specs to swing, maybe you get some white ones to start looking a little bit too. But yeah, they're pretty fun.
A lot of good spec guides. I mean,
and I, Matt, you were saying obviously like the snow goose calling, I can't imagine has a huge turnout.
No.
I would say 95+% of all of your white bird hunters in the entire country.
Calling them with with
they're pushing
remote.
a button on a remote.
They're But I'll tell you this, I'll never forget the first time I went down to, the World Spec and Snow Contest in Katy, Texas. And I'll never forget, I think his name was David Pruitt. I'm probably butchering his name, but I'll never forget listening to him and Nathan Wright in the two-man. No, it was John Chesson and Nathan Wright in the two-man World Snow and the Barks. Like it was in Bass Pro Shop, but I'll never forget me and Brent Easy were there and I could hear it from walking into the store. And I went straight to the auditorium or to the area that they're having it and sat and watched. I mean, it's absolutely obnoxiously loud, as you could, imagine. But what they were doing would be shit that I would put on a freaking recorder for the spring season.
I don't remember.
Like it was so realistic. It was mind blowing.
Yeah, there was like a video, and maybe it was that routine or those two guys. And I remember hearing it, and I was like, "Holy shit! I didn't even know that this was possible on a snow goose call."
It was insane. Like I was like, I would put that in my freaking snow crawler.
Yeah, I mean, really good. And that's one thing. Like I've kind of talked to Dan a little bit. I don't know anybody besides our buddy Chubbs who like has a red. I think he has a red bone. Snow goose call. I mean, nobody really has one. They maybe have a poly or something, not that many people are out blowing a snow goose call in the spring because it's like you got however many speakers out there, you can adjust it on your own with live recordings. But that is something that I've like really thought about trying to get a really good snow goose call, one that has the ability and then learning how to use it. Because so many of them, like I had a client one time give me one of those like zinc snow goose calls that had like
the holes cut out in them,
Pattern Master bell on it, and I have one of those, but it's like, no offense to Freddie or whoever designed that, like it is a snow goose call, but it's not nearly designed like what is it a snow buzzard?
Snow buzzard.
Yeah,
snow buzzard.
Snow buzzard.
And like Bill's too. I mean, Bill makes a great snow goose call as well.
Yeah, there's just not many.
Those would be like the two predominant snow and spec call companies would be Riceland and Redbone, but
yeah, I've thought about getting one of those, and I don't know that I've blown quite a few because you have several Riceland spec calls.
Yeah,
and I have one that's like your old red, where it's like a frosted red.
Yep.
But I've blown a couple of yours, and they're really good. I've blown a couple like of Chubbs's, and man, Bill makes a damn good spec call.
I have one sitting right there, and it's just there to have. It sounds like a fucking kazoo.
There's just not there's not that many red bones around. And are they out of Louisiana?
I think they're out of that they sold. So like I don't know who bought them.
Because
Nathan sold it. Nathan Wright did.
Nathan Wright had it.
Yeah, Santa Claus.
Because those are, God, I remember we had such a big time when he came to Presley's that year, going to that ball game.
I wore his hat. He had that fucking short bill, that big ass head of his like mine.
Yeah, a cattle head.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, there's just not many people that have like because the red bones have a brass gut. That's kind of what
Yeah.
sets them apart, where a lot of other ones are like a poly or injection molded, plastic gut.
Yeah.
But
They get crazy
hard to
about them.
find. They're expensive too. Gosh, I remember weren't they like $300?
Something. I don't know.
I
Yeah. I
thought I
mean,
was gonna buy one, and I called. I don't know if I was talking to Nathan's wife or somebody. Some lady answered the phone and was telling me all about them and was asking me what I wanted. I was like, I don't know anything. Like we don't even have speckle bellies.
yeah.
But
They make good ones.
yeah. So now this weekend, changing it up a little bit, we have the dive bomb contest. So for those of us that are a little bit farther north, this is kind of our kickoff to contest calling, which is also kind of the first contest of the year for a lot of us that are like north of St. Louis. We have the dive bomb contest. They are at their new headquarters. They've been kind of posting a lot of reels and a lot of like kind of sneak peeks at what all of that looks like. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's crazy how that company has exploded. Like I remember seeing like their first pictures they had of like their silhouette, and I'd never even heard of Dive Bomb. I don't even know where I saw them on Facebook or something on like just an ad, and they were like, I don't even. It might have been like $50 a dozen, and I was thinking about buying them, and I was like, I don't know if I. Nobody's using silhouettes anymore. I've had a pile of real geese, and now that I have them, I'm like, man, they're just so easy to use. And they have some new decoys coming out too. I think
Yeah.
are they releasing some new decoys this weekend at the show?
I don't know. I
They
asked
have
Asher about the fully flocked new skinnies because Mitch wanted about 25 more dozen.
are they like V3s, I think they're called?
Yeah, and I asked him, and he
Yeah.
said they're going to be a couple months out. So I know they have some that are coming out this weekend from what he said, but the ones that Mitch wanted to buy for Saskatchewan, they're not going to have them for another couple months, I guess.
And then is this
Their
like the
full body line.
first time when they're I was just gonna say their full body line is gonna be available?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
a lot of people will be able to see them.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know if they have any like duck floaters or anything coming out.
They have a
Oh,
bunch of stuff.
And
I
I've
think
seen
I
a
saw. I
lot of
saw like a
clothes.
yeah. I saw like a dove belt too or something.
Yep, I just saw that today. They got like a dove belt. They got some bumpers. They got like Hey Dudes, Dive Bomb Hey Dudes. I
Oh,
saw they
really?
just had one of my buddies sent me that. I was like, "Do you need me to get you a pair?" Because he only has like 75 pairs of Hey Dudes.
Only yeah, that's
Um,
not enough.
um, yeah, they got all kinds of stuff. I mean, and good for them. Definitely, you know, reaching out and creating a pretty vast product line. You
Well,
know,
they got a big name.
yeah. So it'll be good to go down there and fingers crossed the weather will be decent and not tornadic like we had the one year. Even if it's hot, that's okay. But
Do they have a
uh,
regional there?
Yeah,
they
Friday night.
do. Is that the Ducks Unlimited regional?
No, I think they changed it because I think
Different name.
DU has it. I think the Ducks Unlimited convention has the DU regional.
Are you gonna
Okay.
blow in it, Mike?
I've been practicing a little bit. Blowing Main Street. I'm not near as good as I used to be. And I don't know what changed. I took a couple years off in there. I don't remember if it was around the time that I had my surgery in like 2017. Um, Something changed. I've been blowing the same duck call. I don't know if it's a cork thing. I always used to blow like the original cork that I got from from John and Jimbo and Butch, and that cork supplier went away, and I don't know if the cork that I have gotten from various call makers and the new cork that I have from Rich and Tone, I don't know if it's just a different material. I don't know if the thickness is like a couple thousandths off to where it's not holding the reed the same. I don't know if it's cut. I've been sanding some cork, like filing on cork to try to change because like I'm not going to file on my tone board. I know the duck call that I have has everything it needs. Something in there, whether it's been my air presentation, if as I've gotten older and gotten fatter, I don't know. Maybe I'm overblowing the duck call compared to what I used to over the years. I've progressed in like how heavy of a like goose call and stuff I've blown, and I don't know if that has changed. I don't know. I used to be extremely confident, feeling like I could win any contest that I would go to, and now I'm kind of like hope I can get to third round. and some of them hope I can blow clean. I think I'm making progress. Like I'm feeling decent. Um, I don't know. I might blow in it. We'll see.
What do you need to do to make yourself feel comfortable with it?
Hit my hands. I
Probably
think
blow
I
clean.
yeah, I'll blow clean, but I think I feel like my top end is still there. Um, my feed is maybe not quite as good as it was, but I think it's close. My hands are where I'm struggling right now. Like just when I hit them, I don't know. I'm really good at squawking out one of the hens. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a hand position thing. If I need to have my hand choked up on the call farther, if I need to, something has changed in there somewhere that I'm doing something different. And to be honest, I don't. Main Street is not like my bread and butter. I'm more focused number one on goose,
Mhm.
and then Main Street is kind of taking a back burner a little bit. Not saying that I don't enjoy it. I like that Main Street because I know what I have to do.
Right.
There's no question on what do I need to do to win this contest. It's simple. Everybody is within a 5% variation on their routine. It's just whose sound is a little better, who's hitting something a little harder, whose feed's a little cleaner. Everybody is following almost to the T the same routine. My goose calling I think is pretty close. I just this will be my 19th year competitive calling, competition calling. I kind of already have everything I need. My biggest thing is I just need to build up like my lip pressure. Like I need to get the muscle lips back. So when I am blowing a Main Street routine, in some contests, like if they're running stuff in one day and you're competing a lot, like man, I remember down Corey, it was probably around the time you and I started to be really good friends, like down in LeClaire, Iowa. You were still blowing Main Street routines where right when they switched,
Yeah,
Field took that over.
I was
They
at the
had like
golf course.
it was at the golf course. They had like 3 regional ducks in one day. They had like a 2-man meat duck, and then they had like an open goose, and it was like all in the same day. And I mean, sometimes you go to these events, like you're calling in several contests. Well, Worlds is a prime example too. Worlds is the biggest one. When you're competing in the World Team Goose, there were years I competed on 3 teams in the World Team Goose, and then you compete on 3 teams in the World Team Live Duck, and then you compete in the World Live Goose, then you compete in the World Live Duck, and then the biggest one that means the most is the last contest out of all of them, and you've just been blowing a call for the last 7 hours.
Yeah.
Like with honestly, I mean, if you're a decent caller, you're making first round, second round, and you're blowing however many routines plus warm-ups, and then you're practicing a little bit in between contests to make sure your next call that you're going to use is warmed up. You need to kind of be able to keep your lips sealed on the call. And man, I've lost over the years. I know I've lost at least a half a dozen contests just from not being able to keep a call sealed and just blowing air out the side of your lips. One year at the Horse and Hunt Club in Minnesota, like I think I took second in the regional and second in the goose, and I think I was sitting pretty high like in the first round, second round, and then you start losing the seal, and then pretty soon you're just spitting air out the side. You have no air pressure. Your call's not breaking over. You don't have the power. You don't have the clarity. So that's what I am focused on right now. Just keep building up the lips. Be able to, if I need to blow a tiebreaker, I've had some too. You get in a tiebreaker and you're gassed at the end of the day. That's not good.
No, terrible.
So, the meat
fun,
duck,
though.
yeah, the meat duck down there. I mean, I'm a fourth, fifth. Be lucky to make the third round cut. Meat duck caller. I've come to that realization, but I have some ability, so I'm there and I'm going to do it. The goose, I feel like I can be competitive. Just gotta blow clean, do my thing. I'm working on a couple little things to help polish some transitions, but I think we're 92% there.
What are you
That's
looking
good.
forward to, Corey?
Probably the beer
Drinking
garden.
beer. Yeah, I was just gonna say. God.
No, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be fun. There's gonna be a lot of people there.
What's
I'm
the
gonna
weather
make it-
supposed to be like?
I don't know. Probably hot at St. Louis in
I
April or
haven't. Yeah, I
July.
haven't looked.
Imagine it's probably gonna be 80s or 90s, humid as shit. But I mean, they got like 70 vendors. I mean, it's
Yeah,
gonna be a freaking
I
gigantic.
saw that clip they posted today. A
Yeah,
lot
I
of
mean,
tents.
it's unbelievable the amount of people that are gonna be there. I mean, Rolling Thunder's gonna have a booth. Bryce Decker's coming. Roy Carter from Carter's Big Island, Foils,
I would
Boss,
assume Boss will have
Mansfield.
the thing there.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of them there. It'll be fun to see everybody. Hunter will have a booth for grounds calls.
I'm really glad that they have opened that side of it up to make it more of a show.
Yeah,
I think they were very smart to not like, hey, this is our show. We're only going to feature our stuff.
yeah. I mean, they did it
Like
right.
other people can bring stuff, and I
Well,
mean,
they
I
got
think
concerts both days, and they got
there's
the
yeah,
beer garden, food trucks. I mean,
and
this is
they're
like what
seeing
we
it.
talked about. I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
this is
seeing
how
it
you get
grow.
people.
They're seeing it grow too. Like, I mean, I think if they have 70 vendors, I mean, I don't know how
Yeah,
many I don't know how many Game Fair has. I mean, they might have a couple hundred, but it's growing.
yeah. I mean, this thing is
In
getting
an
big.
in an industry where it's going the other way, it's good to see, there's blowing up and
Yeah,
yeah,
there'll be a lot
fingers
of guys
crossed
there. I mean,
everything goes
there'll
well.
be a lot of callers. It'll
So
be fun.
Friday they have the juniors. Or no, do they have the
No,
juniors?
novice.
They have
Novice is on Friday.
the novice duck, novice goose, and the regional is Friday.
Hmm.
And then Saturday they have novice,
No, juniors,
juniors. Yeah, yes, correct.
and then the
Junior.
open goose, and then the meat ducks last. Which,
They switched it around then.
yeah, I kind of wish the meat duck was first thing in the morning instead of the dead last contest of the day. But
Yeah.
whatever, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it'll be good to see everybody. Good to knock the rust off. I always appreciated having a little local contest for the first one to kind of
Mhm.
get some of the knock the rust off and get some jitters out before having to go to Rogers or something. But I mean, that's how Rogers always used to be. Before there was
Yep.
really any July contest, Rogers was always the first weekend in August, and you had to show up. I mean, you had big contests there, a lot of money, and Divebomb's putting up big money too. So it's good to see. I'm
Big
looking forward
money
to
and a
it.
lot of good callers.
Yeah. Well, what's been interesting is this podcast obviously is kind of focused around contest calling, even though we try to work in some hunting talk. And apparently, we are becoming a food critics podcast. It seems to be what most people can relate to us on. And last week we had our Mount Rushmore of condiments. And Corey obviously let me have it with both barrels saying that ketchup is trash. Meanwhile, ketchup is the number one condiment in the country. It's the
You
most
didn't do too
universal.
you didn't do too bad in the polls.
I
Corey,
shit stomped every single one of you.
I listen here. You
I
you
don't know if
did,
Teddy had a vote. I don't even remember what Teddy said that he wanted.
Corey won. I
I
wouldn't
shit
say
stomped everybody.
You
I
won on
wouldn't
barbecue
say
sauce alone.
I wouldn't say that it was
I'm pretty sure Sriracha sauce probably
That's
got me up
It
there.
was a solid
yeah.
two.
I
Yeah.
think I was a little
Matt's,
too hot sauce and spicy heavy.
Matt's ranch was a good choice. Ranch is a pretty
Ranch held
strong,
me up.
pretty
Ranch
strong
held me
pick.
up there, and I think Buffalo.
Overall, I think I won by 55%.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but yeah, Corey won. It wasn't the handed victory like he is claiming. I think you won by like 6 or 7 votes over me.
It was 55% when I screenshotted it to Mike
No,
of the votes.
early polls. Democrats were
It's
winning.
fine.
Yeah, mail-in ballots. Yeah, you
Yeah.
had dead people voting for you.
Those two at 2 a.m. vote
Yeah.
spike. kicked
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
My grandparents voted somehow.
Yeah. I shared it with all my family members.
Yeah.
Vote for ketchup. Mom got in on it.
Yeah. So, all right, Corey won. Then it was me, Mike. You weren't far behind, and I don't know how Teddy did. I don't know. Maybe a mayo lover gave him one or something. But yeah.
Yeah.
So what this week? I think that we decided on blind snacks. I think that's a good one that can get nice and contentious with the viewers and listeners.
Well, Corey shouldn't have any. I
Well,
assumed that he was going to say, Bob, I don't even plan on being in the field long enough to
I
need
don't.
snacks.
I don't take snacks, but I'm gonna say this: since I won last week, I get first pick this week.
Okay.
And with this first pick, I'm winning this poll out of the gate.
Can I guess what you're gonna guess?
Well, hold on. All right. Well, let's set the
You can
order.
take it.
Let's
You
set
can
the
take
order.
it.
Yes, Corey.
Go ahead.
Well, actually, you know what, Corey, since you won, you get to pick the order. How about that? And we'll do a
No,
snake.
we'll just go in order. You second, Mike third.
Okay. All right. And then are we going to do snake draft again, or are we going to go 1-1-1?
We can
After
just do
this first
three.
pick, it's over with. You might as well get the fucking broom out.
Can I guess what you're gonna say? This is just pure guess.
Go ahead.
You're gonna guess sunflower seeds?
No, I'm gonna go with Christmas tree Debbie snacks.
Oh,
Christmas trees. You're talking late season. Those don't come out.
It doesn't. Oh,
They
that's
don't
the
come out
best.
till November.
It doesn't matter.
You've already
Season starts
missed.
in November.
Not for us. Our season's over in November.
Christmas tree little Debbie snacks.
God, those are
that's
good.
good.
Those
Fuck,
are
that's
good.
number one. Everyone listening, just go ahead and click my name.
The downside to those is
They don't make enough
they're-
unless you go to Sam's Club.
They get smushed.
They get smushed when you put them in your blind bag. If
Yeah,
you
but
have-
it's the
if you
risk
set
is
it
worth
matter.
it.
if you
The
set it
risk is
down
worth
wrong,
it.
if you set it down wrong, you're eating it out. You're eating it out of the wrapper with your mouth like a dog.
Perfectly fine. Everyone's gonna eat them just like
Hey,
that.
Not knocking. Solid
Okay.
guess.
That's the winner. So go ahead, whatever y'all got.
All right, Corey. Yeah,
Don't
you
let
got.
listeners. Please don't let Corey bully you into voting for him. Again.
Yeah. It's
Listen.
vote,
Most of you will
vote
never
with
see
your-
him in person.
vote
Just
with
vote
your
with your
heart.
heart and pick fucking Christmas trees.
All right, I'm gonna go for my pick. I'm gonna go with the Uncrustable.
Oh, good. Save my number one. Uncrustables are gas, dude. That's the staple when we go snow goose hunting. Why? Because you can eat 100 of them and you're not going to get the shits.
Yeah, I love an Uncrustable. Are
That's
you
a
a great?
Also, the only way to fucking eat them is frozen.
Frozen. You like them like froze?
Yes. Yes, that's how they
I-
sell them.
Because
Well,
they have to stay fresh.
at the grocery store. But if you get them from the gas
can't-
station, you get them
Cold.
out of the cooler. Oh yeah, they
They're
gotta
cold.
be cold.
They
yeah.
got to be really
Are you
cold.
taking
Yeah.
a cooler with you to the
But
fucking
not-
field?
No,
They'll be
but they
cold.
stay
Exactly.
relatively
Stay
cold.
Trash.
tough-
Are
tough
you a
thing, I
grape or a
can't-
strawberry guy?
Ooh.
Strawberry.
Yeah,
Fucking
given
grape? Get
given
outta
my
here.
given my choice, I'm gonna take the strawberry every day. But I'm not gonna turn down a grape.
I'm going 35.
Peanut butter,
whatever,
honey.
Whatever the math is. The honey's third. Grape, strawberry, I have tied. Grape is a staple, right?
I
That's what they're
don't
making.
know if
That's
I've
what they're
ever
making
had
their
a
money
honey
on.
one.
They have like the Nutella ones too, the like hazelnut or whatever they
I
are.
don't know if I've ever had one of those either.
I haven't had one of
Who
those
the
either,
fuck
but
eats that Nutella? Let's
Haley-
keep going.
Nutella.
Mike,
Haley
you go.
got an Uncrustable maker. Last year she was just
What?
making-
Maker's Mark?
No,
like a machine, a contraption,
yeah,
I
it's
thought
not
we're
as it's
I thought
not
we were talking
as
about the liquor. I
an
was like, wait a
uncrustable
minute.
press.
What
I didn't know
the fuck
that
you
was a
getting
thing.
at?
it's not as intricate as you think, but it works.
It's
and,
probably
like,
called a waffle maker, guys. It's probably that.
No,
I mean,
it's two pieces of plastic, and there's a lot of waste that goes into it. But it takes just makes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then takes the Uncrustable maker and puts it on each side of the sandwich, and presses it, and it pushes
Inches down the edges.
Yeah,
And you just tear the crust off.
yeah.
My 4-year-old has that at daycare.
I'm a simple man. All right.
Yeah. Here's a question. Being that we're talking about crust, are you guys crust eaters? I assume
Yeah.
you're both men, so you're eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a grown ass man.
There's a lot of people that don't eat pizza crust and all that too.
Fuck
Yeah.
Why would-
Yeah.
Who does
There's a
it?
lot of people that don't.
Sometimes
Those
if
are
the
the
pizza
people
crust
that are
is
counting
shitty,
carbs that go to fucking CrossFit, Mike. Those are the people that don't eat the crust.
I think the crust is the best part. And the majority of it-
sometimes if I get
maybe
like
not
a
on
less
peanut-
than
PB&J.
less than average like slice of pizza, like if the crust is just
Yeah.
shot, I'll take a couple
Yeah.
bites of it and
I'll
toss
agree with
it.
that.
But like
All right,
I
go
mean,
ahead, Mike.
most of the time I'm a crust guy on the pizza. Anyway, Mike, what's your pick?
Well, I don't know how you can't say. Now this is going to be kind of like Corey's barbecue sauce, like some type of jerky.
God, I had
It's
that
got to
one
be,
too.
yeah. It's got to either be like
Yeah.
jerky, a snack stick, some
Oh,
type
you
of
can't,
smoked-
you can't,
smoked
you
meat
can't
product.
take it all. You can't take it all. You have to.
Smoke-
And you know what you better get with those? You better get some fucking toothpicks to get the shit out of your teeth.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
bring
sitting in the field. What the fuck else are you gonna do besides gnaw on fucking jerky and scratch your beard? Waiting
Are
for the
you
birds
are
to
you
fly?
snack sticks or jerky? Because I feel like you can differentiate.
Oh come on! No, it has to be. If Corey gets to pick barbecue sauce as a whole,
I said slaps, you idiot.
well then he should. Then his poll numbers should be down.
No.
all three people in the country
I think
that have ever heard of Slab's
I think barbecue
sauce.
sauce is barbecue sauce when it comes to
Correct.
the
Minus
graph.
here
Casey
we go.
masterpiece. That's shit. So Mike says beef jerky. What brand? I mean, you're just gonna take the whole fucking chain of beef
You
jerky.
took barbecue sauce.
Okay.
You
Number
get jerky.
2. Here's the other winner. Casey's Pizza.
That's,
Mm.
I don't
You're
consider
welcome.
I don't consider
welcome.
that a snack.
Why not? You buy it at the gas station, take it, put it in your truck, and eat it when you're driving.
Yeah, but that's not a blind bag snack.
It can
You
be.
can take
I've
it with
taken-
you.
Yeah,
Well, you
yeah,
could.
Yeah.
Fucking Matt's taking a peanut butter
You
maker.
could take a bowl of spaghetti with you
He's
too if
taking
you
a
wanted.
sandwich maker.
I don't take
Corey
the
says
maker. It's
Casey's
already
Pizza.
made.
I'm saying Casey's Pizza number 2.
Okay.
That place.
Fuck yeah, I'm winning. I mean, wait for my third one.
Number 2, I'm going Big Texas cinnamon roll.
The fuck?
Okay.
You don't know what a
You
big
gonna make
Texas...
those in a microwave?
No, you don't know what a Big Texas
Take it in
cinnamon
an oven?
roll is?
It's kind
No, I
of
don't
like
fuck
it's kind of
with
like
those
a honey.
things.
It's kind of like a honey bun.
Oh god, those things are so gross.
The
Honey
cinnamon
buns or
roll?
the
I
cinnamon
was
buns?
with I was around cases of honey buns for 14 years
I
in
believe
Arkansas.
I believe
And
that.
to hear the wrapper every morning
has
when
a
I'm walking
distinct
through
wrapper.
the kitchen, and these fucking guys are sticking their fingers and their shit's all over their fingertips before we leave. And then they eat them and they chomp on them like a cow eating grass in the fucking truck. I can't.
The
Those
wrapper
things
has a
are
distinct
nasty.
sound because like
Oh.
the glaze on it is half stuck
Yeah.
to the wrapper, so it doesn't have that crisp
People are
crinkle.
putting them in the microwave to heat them up, Bick.
Yeah,
No,
gourmet.
it's fucking terrible.
Mine is close to that. I was gonna say it has got to be some type of donut. If I'll be more specific on donuts, I'll say like a Long John, because I think Long Johns are arguably the most popular.
You can take
Donut.
donut. You can have all donut.
Do you want a
I think-
statistic? You want a
Fuck no,
statistic
donuts
on
are-
donuts that I heard? So the owner of our store owns a food processing company, and he went to the Quick Trip headquarters in La Crosse, Wisconsin. For those of you listeners that don't know what a Quick Trip is, it's kind of like Casey's in the upper Midwest. Huge.
The real Quick Trip is in the Midwest, and it's Kansas City Quick Trip. That's the real one.
Are you?
You
there-
spell with a K. We spell ours
So,
properly
with
with
a
a
Q?
Q.
Well,
I was
there's
gonna say
Quick- There's
oh.
Quick Stars in Iowa, which are the like brother sister to Quick Trip.
Quick
Anyways,
Trip.
what I was gonna say, Quick Trip, their factory, they make all their own donuts. They have like I don't know if you said 4 or 6 of the world's largest fryers are owned by Quick Trip in Wisconsin. They sell
Jesus.
400 million Long Johns a year. Only Long Johns. That's not including any of their
What?
other donuts. 400 million.
So many fat people live up there. Jesus Christ. 400
Popular-
million?
It's a popular donut a year. I mean, they got a lot of gas
God.
stations, but god dang, that's
That's a lot of donuts.
he told us that. He's like, I got to eat one. He's
How
like,
many
fresh,
people
he's
with
like fresh
pinkles
off,
are eating those?
fresh off the line. I mean, hand up right here. I like them. If I'm not getting those, I'm getting like a raspberry Bismarck.
You like the filling, don't you?
Only if it's the fruit
That's so
filling. I do
fucking
not.
gross.
I do not like.
That
cream,
shit's terrible.
I do not like cream filling donuts at all.
Dick,
Cream
no.
or like the frosting, I absolutely do not need that. But you give me
it's
like
gross.
a strawberry or a raspberry or blueberry filling Bismarck, I can fuck with that.
Okay. Well, here's my grand finale winner. Like I said, number
Well, you got
3.
two more picks.
Oh, okay. Well, it's even better then. Number 3, Sour Patch Kids.
I was trying to think of.
You might as well just put the polls in now, everybody.
I was trying to think because I usually, when I'm buying snacks, I try to have all my bases covered. You need to have some type of sweet, some type of salty, some type of meat, some type of grain-based product. I need to get all my bases covered. I can't think of one healthy thing that I like to take hunting.
No.
The
No one's
jerky.
gonna walk out with a fucking bag of apples.
Well, I mean, okay, whose turn is it now? Corey's had
Matt.
3. It's
It's
Matt's
me. So can I say I had any sort of
turn. As long
game?
as it's not racial.
No,
No.
any sort of like game meat stick, bologna, like something like that. Does that play or is
Bologna?
it gone? Like deer bologna.
Well, I get it
I
because
mean,
because
or like
Dick is
summer
still picking his
sausage.
teeth with a jerky. So I
there's
mean,
jerky,
fuck it.
which is like your sliced jerky, but there's also sticks. There's also summer sausage. I'll share I was not including, if you're going to say like a pastrami or a summer sausage, I'll let you take that. I'm going to claim the jerky and the snack sticks.
All right, you
'Cause
can
some
have the
people
jerky.
get those
You can have the
fucking
jerky
both.
/ snack sticks, but I want like the summer sausage.
You can have all other
bologna.
smoked meat products.
Okay.
You guys can combine every single one of them, and you guys ain't winning. I'm just telling you how it is. Where are you at, Mike?
Very,
What do you
very,
got?
Well, I
very,
think-
very humble, Corey.
Fucking ramen noodles? I mean, Jesus.
I've seen a lot of
Can of
guys eat
soup?
cold. I was just going to say, I've seen a lot of guys, especially Ben Marlowe, crush some cans of cold spaghetti.
Well, Ben Marlowe's also one of the guys that I've never met that takes a fucking snack bag turkey hunting.
Yeah, a giant bag. God,
Yeah, I mean,
I wish. So for the listeners, we recorded a podcast
fucking eats his snacks
with-
for the turkey
with
spits down.
Ben, and he went over the list of snacks that he brought turkey hunting.
And the gallon of Mountain Dew.
After 2 minutes of him telling, it's still going on about individual products that he took. We all, one, we're all dying laughing. Two, the podcast, we ended up having some technical difficulties. We were having an issue there with a few runs of them. They weren't saving right. So it never did hit the air. He's like, oh, I take like 2 Monsters. I have a thing of Mountain Dew. I got 2 slices of Casey's pizza. I have, what else did he had?
Seeds or something. I don't know.
He
I
went
already had
on-
my burger clean before he fucking finished the snacks.
And then he's like, well, then by 9:30 they're gone. I was
Yeah.
like, shit, I'd still be
Like,
lugging
do
all
you have
that
people
shit
with
out to
you?
the
Like,
blind.
did you take people hunting with you to eat all that shit?
He's got,
Nope. Ben just eats it by himself.
Got to take a side-by-side out to haul all his snacks out.
Fuck.
God, that was funny. I mean, this isn't, to be honest, this is something that I rarely take, but I think a lot of people do take with them is some type of granola bar. They're pretty plain, whether it's a granola bar or like a, what the hell are those other ones? Nutri-Grain bar.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like those. I do like those. It's just, I just haven't really taken them hunting for a while. To be honest, if I'm going to go, a lot of times I'll grab like a Golden Graham cereal bar.
Oh, I like those.
But
I
those
like
are
the
good, but
cereal
I
bars.
just, I'm not putting that on my list because I feel like
Yeah.
I'm the only person that I ever see eating those out in the field.
All right, Corey, you have your last one.
Okay, this is not a snack, but this is considered. I'm gonna say Ghost energy drinks.
Well, that's a drink. That doesn't count. It's
No drink.
It's
No
gotta be
liquid.
food.
We can do. I think that we would have a very good Mount Rushmore of energy drinks.
Oh, after I win this one, I'll get the first pick next week. That'll be my fucking first pick.
What's your?
next week.
It's got to be a food. I'll let you
I
have.
thought-
I'll let you
I
have a
thought
can of. I'll let you have a can of dip if you want it.
Okay, that's fine. Give me the can of dip for number 4.
Eating it. God. Well, that's
I'm-
that's gonna
I'm
shoot you
mopping
right
these
up to the
motherfuckers
top.
up like
Yeah.
crazy on this
That's
one.
not even fair. It's like I'm gonna. Can I say shotgun
I got-
shells? Does that
I
count?
got Sour Patch Kids, like Little Debbie Christmas trees, Casey's Pizza, and dip. Stop right now.
I don't get, and I'll. You can take it. I don't consider Casey's pizza. You're eating that on the way there. That's not a snack for in the field.
You can take it with you. You can bring a whole pizza out there.
Well, you could.
My last one. I'm gonna go with sunflower seeds.
That's a solid choice. That's what I thought Corey was going to say. For obviously, I guess that
Oh,
was.
why
really
would
his
you?
first
You
pick.
want to chew on those while you're blowing a call?
Well, I thought of that too. I think a lot of people take them with.
Yeah,
I think it's a popular choice.
You're under the
Yeah.
age of 12.
Jeez.
My last one is going to be combos.
Oh, that's a good pick. What flavor? We can just put combos, but what's your flavor?
They still make them things?
Yeah.
Those are trash.
The pizza.
Pizza's-
pretzel.
I think that's the only ones they make.
I like
No,
the
I think the
like
pretzel- I think
the buffalo
Yeah.
I think they have like a buffalo ranch one. I think that's pretty
one
good.
that's actually deceivingly good. They have like a 7-layer taco dip one. That's actually pretty good. I think I like the pretzel combos with regardless of what's the filling is better than the cracker ones. The tough
Yeah.
thing I have with because that's usually what I bring. I'm usually going to bring some type of donut or cookies. I'm going to have some type of jerky. Usually if I'm buying gas station jerky, I get the Old Trapper kippered beef peppered sticks jerky.
Old Trapper?
Yeah. It's cheap.
That's on the,
God, Jack
that's on the
Link's
bottom.
Jack
That's on the
Link's is so
bottom.
expensive, dude. It's so expensive. You go to a gas station and spend $9 on a
If you got to
3-ounce
get on
bag
your
of
knees
jerky.
to get a bag of jerky off
No,
of it,
they're
you
up
know
top.
it's not
They're
jerky.
up top.
That shit's fake.
They're up top. They're just in the back. They're hidden white and black wrapper.
Or on the clearance aisle on the ends.
No, no.
They're up at the register.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not in the
buy
soda
one, get
container
one.
with the
Yeah.
tongs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with-
buy
put them in
one
the
and
bag.
get one.
They're up at the register
No.
with a post-it there that says "Buy one get one."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. To be honest, I've never had those. There's a reason why they're there.
Correct.
Yeah, the
This
tough
is
thing
good.
with
This is a
with
good
a
one.
lot
I
of that
think
though is you have to have, and this would lead into maybe next week's. A lot of these things you're gonna have to bring a solid amount of fluids with to get
yeah.
this stuff down. Because I can tell you
2 Ghost
firsthand,
energy drinks and you're good.
you rifle down a bag of combos while you're waiting for the ducks to fly, or in between like that early morning pre-shooting hour flight when the ducks start flying again. You're gonna need something to drink.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. You ain't gonna worry about people voting for that because I have never seen a bag of combos in the fucking blind before.
Well,
I
yeah,
thought they went out
well-
of business in '97.
No,
What are some honorable mentions that you had?
Peanut M&Ms.
Oh, that's a good one. I have
I was
I
trying-
had like peanut butter crackers too. Those are always good. Like
Those things will stick to the top of your mouth and
Yeah.
you won't ever talk.
I was gonna say I was trying to think of like what I would take.
Flamin'
for-
hot Dorito crackers. Like if we're gonna get the cracker one,
the little 6-pack.
the 6-pack ones. Those
I had-
are at the cash register.
I haven't had the Flamin' Hot ones. I've had that. That honestly is like the Ritz crackers, both peanut butter and the cheese ones.
the
You
cheese.
get the peanut butter jelly one too.
Yeah.
The peanut butter jelly
Yeah,
Ritz crackers.
those
It's
ones
an
hit
8-pack.
pretty good.
I think
yeah,
it's an
those
8-pack.
ones hit pretty
Yeah.
good.
Those are deceivingly good. Yes,
I got
I've
into
had
the
many packs.
golden Oreos a little bit last year. I like
Okay, I'll
those.
fuck
I like
with those.
I like those more than the regular Oreos actually.
What?
Yeah, I know.
I've
I
heard
know.
enough. This podcast is over.
Yeah, shut up, Long John Silver.
What the fuck you gonna turn down
I
a regular
cannot wait.
Oreo?
I'm driving.
Oh,
I'm not gonna.
my
I
God.
know. I didn't say I'd turn
20
it
minutes.
down.
I'm
This
gonna get in
weekend-
Mike's truck and we're gonna reek of clams and shrimp.
I gotta buy enough because I'm probably gonna wake up super early on Sunday. I gotta wake up because I got a birthday party. I gotta be up for. But
24
I'm gonna
hush
have some-
puppies.
at least
You think she's still working there?
I'll die.
If she's
she's-
still in that drive-through,
So
first of all, she's got to be at least 90.
Corey and I, when we went to Divebomb last year, we pulled in. I got in super late. Corey and Dan Alt were there. We were all staying in a room, and I got down there at had to be like 10 o'clock.
No, something.
And we went out, and those guys are going, and they're going, and they're like, "Oh, we got to go to Taco Bell." So we go to. It's getting pretty late now. It's probably after midnight by the time we're done BSing, and we got go to Taco Bell. When we pull back in, I don't know how I missed it.
It was right there.
Parking
Right
lots
fucking there.
adjoining Long John Silver's next to our hotel, and I was like, I don't know how I missed this. I don't know how I couldn't smell it coming down the highway. So the next night we
It's
go
the
there.
smell of dead animals.
The next night we go there, Corey and I, we pull up, and I order my treasure chests of food.
Like $64 worth.
Yeah, well, Corey had some too. And
Could have been
This lady-
Swat Fest.
Corey starts trolling this gal who's handing the food out the window.
I asked her, I said, "Ma'am, have you ever handed someone this much food by themselves?" And she had regulars,
Yeah, she said
truck
that
drivers.
she's like, I have this gentleman, he comes in and he gets a 12-pack of fish.
I think he comes in to see me.
Yeah, and she's like, I think he comes to see me. He gets a platter of 12 fish planks, 3 or 4 days a week
12
at a
of them.
time.
God.
Yeah, and she's like, and she's going, and I don't remember. And Corey is, I'm trying not to laugh, and Corey's just hollering from the passenger seat through the window, my window into theirs. And pretty soon she's talking, and she's like, he's like, how long you worked here? And she said she'd worked there for.
Mike,
However, she's like, I've worked here for 16 years.
I was gonna say
And she's
she's like 20 something years. She might as well
she's
fucking
like-
own that place.
And she's like, and I'm gonna probably die here. And Corey's like, God bless it. And she's like, I've had 2 heart attacks and a stroke. She starts going off.
She had a stroke there, working at the drive-through.
Yeah, a few months before.
She's a
like,
lifer, dude.
yeah. And oh my God, I wish I would have hit record on my phone. I was dying.
Well,
And
if we
she's
see her,
super nice lady. Oh my
If
God.
she's there, can you guys take a picture with her?
I'll get out.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
fucking get out.
Yeah.
have her hang.
I'll hold
yeah.
Mike's 4 bags of food.
I'll say
Have her
this.
I'll
hang
get a
out,
picture
have her
with
hang out the window, and y'all just stand there next to her.
From what she said, statistically, I don't think she's gonna be there.
Yeah,
With
it's
having
probably
2
not.
heart attacks and a stroke.
It's
God
probably
forbid.
time to check
God
out from that
forbid,
grease
but-
pile.
Time is not on her side. And Corey attributed it to her eating and working at Long John Silver's.
Yeah.
I mean, she obviously doesn't have technique. You need an inch worth of napkins to soak the grease up. But
That's one of the requirements when you order that shit from that place.
see, and a lot of people I see on their social media, because I follow Long John Silver's, one of their top ranked members. A lot of people like the little crumblies that they gave you. I don't need that. Listen, I understand that Long John Silver's is not healthy. You're not eating anything that's a 1/4 inch deep fried batter around to some type of processed meat. And
They
expecting
fry
that to
everything
be,
in the same batter.
it is. It's except for the hush puppies.
Those
Everything
can have a
is
box.
it's in like a very fluffy, and that's not my favorite type of batter, but I do the way that they have it. I like it. It's extremely greasy. We know this. We know this. It's fast food seafood. Like, I get it. I know what it is. But you got to soak the grease up. I mean, God, I can't wait. I'm distracted just thinking about the hush puppies. Oh, I have to-
let's mention
Corey-
let's
Corey never had 'em.
mention our online contest, and
Do
then
we have a
let's close
contest
this
going
out.
on?
Yeah, let's mention our online contest and let's close this out.
Yeah, so last week's episode we talked about how we had a couple typos and we had missed an entry. So we opened back up the Calcutta, and we actually we had a decent amount of people reach back out. I don't know exactly what the total numbers are for the Calcutta, but we have had a few more people put in some bids on other callers. So that first round of that, I don't remember if we set an exact date. I know they had to be submitted by like the 6th. It might be through this weekend, I think. To
Our
get it
bookie,
judged and ready to go.
our bookie Teddy is out of office, so
Yeah, he's work vacationing in Orlando right
yeah.
now.
So when he's back, we'll get that posted up on the Facebook and Instagram, and we'll get the up to date information on that. But
Yeah,
we got everybody's first round. We are judging currently, and we will go from there.
absolutely. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned to all of that, and make sure you stay in tune if you guys are competing in the contest or if you're invested in the Calcutta. Make sure that you guys are staying tuned into that. For all of you that are traveling to Divebomb this weekend, we hope you guys have safe travels. We look forward to seeing all of you. If you guys have any notable mentions, and we're also going to probably have a poll for our snack choices that we just did. Make sure you guys cast your votes on there. Don't let Corey pressure you into voting for his.
Right.
You know,
I'm just saying.
Corey doesn't care about you, but me and Matt do. So
Yes, yeah, we do.
keep that in mind.
So
when
much
casting
more
the
than
votes.
bullshit
So-
campaign.
So much
slogan.
more than Corey does.
Yeah. So, so make sure you guys are staying tuned to all of that. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the other social medias that the Hail Call, Mallard Marketing, and the ICA are on. We look forward to seeing everybody, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Hail Call.